Tell me a little bit about yourself. I am a process-oriented individual within my personal life and professional life. I have 3 kids, and I've been married for nearly 10 years. I have been in the waste industry for 12 years. I started as a helper and worked my way up into management. In the next 2 years, I will obtain my bachelor's degree in organizational management. What is your plan for the future? I am open to the opportunities the future may hold, especially with Republic service. It says, I pride myself in being flexible and adaptable. I think the best way to plan for the future is being prepared for the future. My plan for the future is being prepared for the future. I think the best way for I think the best way to plan for the future is being prepared for the opportunities the future may bring. My plan for the future is to prepare for the future. What is your management style? To be an effective manager, I use several different leadership styles at any given time. Coaching, leadership. I quickly recognize my team members' strengths and weaknesses and motivations to help each individual improve. I am also a servant leader. I live by a people first mindset and believe that when team members feel personally and professionally fulfilled, they are more effective and more likely to produce great work regularly. It is important to help build employee morale and help team members re-engage. I can I can at times be a bureaucratic leader. I expect drivers and helpers to follow the rules and produce precisely as written. I expect drivers and helpers to follow the rules and procedures precisely as written. My goal as a manager is to meet the organizational plans. I want to fulfill our values as a manager. I must reduce turnovers, effectively lead, and assure all of our processes and procedures are followed. What what does safety means to you? Safety is the guiding light in our industry. I must stay connected. As a supervisor, create an environment where people can feel safe because we hold them accountable when an unsafe act is prevented. Safety is about going home safely. That's basically what safety is. We come to work and we go home safe. What is your plan within the first 90 days? My plan for the first 90 days is to stay engaged and observe. I plan to learn about our process. I plan to engage with our drivers, reinforce good behaviors. I will reach out to our I will reach out to you and others to coach and mentor me during this period. I'm going to accept responsibility. If I make mistakes, I am the first one to admit it. Lastly, the first 90 days, you will hear me thanking others because I will lean on others a lot to ensure that I am listening more instead of talking. Describe a time when you were criticized and what did you learn from it? During a ride along observation, I was focused on checking the boxes with a lack of engagement. At the end of the process, the driver reminded me that there weren't much engagement. It was a constructive criticism that I took very seriously. What I learned from that in the future, I have instituted commentary drive in all my ride along observations. This gives me an opportunity to understand the thought process of my drivers, at the same time coaching them through their thought process. What makes you a high candidate for this role? What makes you a good candidate for this role and why? I am the right candidate for this role because I don't take my experience for granted. My experience is part of my past. I am I am the right candidate because I aim to serve our drivers. I will always be looking for ways to make their lives better. Continually, I will engage and develop our people. As a leader, I will continuously reinvent myself so I can get better. Here as a supervisor, value relationships and results. Reward. I will value relationships and reward our people for doing well. Lastly, I am a candidate that will embody the values of the organization. I intend to become part of the fabric of this organization. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself gaining more knowledge about our industry. Within those 5 years, I will be reaching out to others to seek advice and mentorship. I want to open my world. I want to learn more about financials. I want to open my world. I want to learn more about our financials and sales department. I will continue to walk in my experience, coaching and helping others to meet their experience. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself gaining more knowledge about our industry. Within the next 5 years, I will be reaching out to others to seek advice and mentorship. I want to open my world up. I want to learn more about financials and sales in the sales department. I will continue to walk in my experience coaching and helping others to meet their goals. Why did you leave your last job? I love my time at Waste Pro, and I'm proud of the recruitment efforts and route productivity that I was able to foster. However, I think the time had come for a change. Waste Pro is going through some management change right now, and with my experience, I felt like it was the right time to seek a more significant challenge. I have been thinking for a while that I'd like to work for a more prominent company with more opportunities for growth. This position seemed like a great fit. Because of my successful background in the waste industry, right now I am currently employed. Because of my success in the waste industry, because of my experience. So, why did you leave your last job? I love work. I love my time at Waste Pro, and I am proud of the recruitment efforts and the route productivity that I was able to foster. However, I think the time had come for a change. Waste Pro is going through some management change right now, and my experience and with my experience, I felt like it was the right time to seek a more significant challenge. I have been thinking for a while that I would like to work for a more prominent company. I've been thinking about working for a more prominent company with more opportunities for growth. This position seems like a great fit because of my successful background in the waste industry. Right now, I am currently employed at Waste. Right now, I'm currently employed at Pro Driver as a recruiter. What do you know about our organization? Republic Services is the second largest. Republic. What do you know about Republic? Republic Services is the second largest hauler in the country. Don Slager, I believe, is the CEO. The 5 R's is the company values: being respectful, reliable, responsible, relentless, and resourceful. Those are some of the things I do know about the company, and those are the same things that do attract me to the company. I'm not saying I know too much about Don Slager, but I believe I've read in certain areas that he is a good leader. Give an example when you went above and beyond the call of duty. Customer satisfaction is the backbone of our industry. Being able to serve the municipality's representative as well as residents in our commercial customers. A customer was moving out of their home when he had sold when he a customer moving out of his home that he had just sold and was concerned about a TV stand that would be left curbside after the collection service day. After I was made aware of the situation, I promptly contacted the residents and arranged a courtesy pickup. That's going above and beyond in our industry. Fast response and not allowing the customers to be boggled down with refuse issues, especially our residents. What is one of your weaknesses? Being a perfectionist. That is a weakness. Always expecting the best. Oh, not in overthinking, but not in over not not necessarily overthinking, but setting goals and meeting deadlines. I am a stickler in those situations. They do become a stickler for me. I'm always expecting timely response when engaging with internal and external customers. I am a stickler for following through in a timely manner. If I find myself not meeting those goals, it does bother me. So I am a perfectionist. I try to always meet, follow through in a timely manner. How would you build trust? I will provide effective leadership, displaying transparency, constructive coaching, and clear communication. And lastly, empowering my people with the organizational process in order to succeed. Okay. Appreciate it. So you want to go lay down? At the same time, these questions are what you have to focus on, boy. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I am a process-oriented individual with my personal within my personal and professional life. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Focus, boy. Focus. Repeat after this video.